Hey everyone, it's Rachel with SwineWeb, and I am at the Iowa Pork Expo with Isaiah Spath from PIC. Welcome.
Thank you, Rachel.
And what is your role at the company?
So I work on our wean to finish technical services team. I work with customers on best management practices and help find opportunities within their farms from wean to finish.
And you travel around the U.S., it sounds like, in a lot of different barns, dealing with mostly or helping with ventilation. What are some things that you recommend hog producers consider?
Yeah, so working primarily in the Midwest, we have to, take on some pretty harsh winters. So providing the best environment for our pigs is critical. So really taking to heart fine-tuning your ventilation within your facility so those pigs can thrive and perform the best for producers.
How often do you suggest growers really pay attention to their ventilation?
Yeah, so this would be a daily check for producers to manage gases and humidity. Usually if you set your barn up when you first receive wean pigs and fine tune at that point, the system should be able to handle the changes throughout the growing period, but there are definite tweaks in minimum ventilation that need to be made in order to keep that environment in the right space with humidity and gases to make sure that pig is comfortable.
And we have a lot of people considering remodeling older barns. What are some pointers that you would suggest to those growers?
Yeah, so anything that can make the ventilation system more automated, actuated inlets are a big advantage. Fans with new technology around speed curves are a big advantage for producers nowadays. So definitely reach out to your building manufacturer to see what new technologies they can take advantage of to make that ventilation more automated.
How long have you been in the pork industry?
So since 2010, worked in production for the first 4 years, and then I've been with PIC since 2014.
And we've seen a lot of changes just in technology in barns. Like, what has been some of the most rewarding ones that you've seen for pork production?
Yeah, so I'd say the automation, just being able to work with ventilation controls and adjust settings based on pig age as that pig grows, making things more turnkey to allow for that ventilation system, the barn to work for the pigs, to keep those pigs comfortable. Just the controller technology, making them look more like your cell phone. Everybody's familiar with how to poke through an iPhone or your BlackBerry, and so making those controllers more like that so it's more user friendly.
So some exciting news that you have told me about is the PIC calculator for ventilation.
Yes.
Let's talk about that with people.
Yeah, so we're releasing here in the next couple of weeks our minimum ventilation calculator. It helps producers calculate the needs within their barn for minimum ventilation, so that it would help them calculate the fan power needed to ventilate properly, what they should set their fans at for if they have a variable speed or a timer, what that setting should be, and then to match that speed with their inlets so they're pulling the proper air velocity through their farm to minimize gases and then keep humidity in check.
And this app, what are some of the perks? I'm sure it helps pork producers be more sustainable, efficiency. What are some of those perks?
Yeah, so I'd say just, the biggest point would be is making that math easier, rather than always getting out your calculator and redoing the math. Sometimes when we're working with ventilation numbers, we have to make the transfer from feet to inches or to cubic feet. So this just helps with that math process, and I wasn't very good in middle school in math, so exponents and conversions, it's a big bonus that way. It gives producers a chance to double check their settings. And then we do have a lot of new folks entering the industry all the time that maybe didn't grow up around pork production or managing ventilation, and this just helps through that training process and management process with any new employee or even seasoned employees if they have, like you mentioned, a remodel.
Right. Now, ventilation is a big deal just because there's multiple things that it helps with. Your pig health, the longevity of your buildings. What are some of those talking points that you have with clients?
Yeah, so you hit the nail on the head there. Your building longevity, managing your static pressure within your facility to avoid, those condensation buildup and rust spots that really impact not only the structure of the building, but can wear out your fans faster. So that's extremely important. And then, like you said, the pig health, that's first and foremost. We have to do what's right for the pigs from an environment standpoint. Those pigs are in that facility 24/7. So they have to be able to be comfortable and not have extra stressors put on them from a buildup of humidity or buildup of gases can really impact their performance.
If someone's wanting to learn more about this new program that you guys are launching, how can they get a hold of you? Where can they check, ask their questions, and see if the program's right for their operation?
Yeah, so we will be releasing through our marketing team email blasts for this tool link on our webpage. So if you receive our marketing emails, you'll receive it on your email, or if you don't, you can go to our PIC.com wean to finish page and find it there, or contact your PIC contact, whether it's an account manager or a technical service representative.
Have you guys done any videos yet on working through the program to showcase it to people, or is that, I know you guys do a great job at putting videos out.
Yeah, unfortunately we don't have a video, but we do have a PDF guidelines,
Okay.
ventilation guidelines page that will be accompany the calculator. So if you have questions, more detail where those calculations are coming from, it'll be right there on that PDF as well.
So Isaiah, if I was a pork producer and I'm interested in learning more about this product, am I buying more pieces of equipment to put in my barn? How is this working?
So it's the calculator will be able to adapt to the current equipment you have in your barn.
Okay.
So whatever you have for fan availability, inlet size, those would be the numbers you would input into the calculator, and that would help you match your fan power, your inlet openings, those types of things. So you're achieving that minimum ventilation.
What are some of the things that you've loved about being at Iowa Pork this week?
Well, I just had a great lunch. They had pulled pork. That's always a highlight.
Absolutely.
But then also, getting to reconnect with producers of across the Midwest, always seeing familiar faces and exchanging, stories, good times and bad. So I'd say the people and the food.
If you're interested in learning more about this PIC product, reach out to Isaiah or the company and find out more about to get ventilation properly into your barn and set up for your pig's health and building longevity.
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you.